we are not talking about numbers. We are talking about people, real people. I never have a dream about Zahra. I don't know why, but I have a dream about that junction almost every night.
If I'm cycling somewhere or if I'm driving somewhere, I make sure I don't cycle through or drive through unless I'm going there for the purpose of laying her flowers or to take a moment or for some remembrance.
She was the joy of my life. It wasn't only to me, for everyone who knew her. She was so joyful, so full of life, and everyone thought that she has a great way to go.
She had a smile that brightened the room, lit up the room when she smiled. She was always happy, huge smile on her face. And she was very active. There was so many things she wanted to do in a single day. And I took a lot of inspiration from that as well. I often had trouble keeping up with her until she became a mother, and then we were sort of at an even pace. I remember when we used to get to any restaurant, she was just looking up the walls and things, and I just had to say, well, you can stop working now. It was, but she very much enjoyed it, she liked it. It was, yeah, a second love, if you like.
Everyone was expecting her to be, so big. But her life was, shortcut.
I just don't understand why that is the case. It's such a busy junction why you have traffic that is permitted to drive through on a green light, and at the same time cyclists that have the green light at the same time. It sounds like a recipe for failure, for an accident.
But I think when the green light is on and the bicycles can go, there must be a red light for the cars to stop, the cars which want to turn right. But if at the same time both lights are green, the accident could happen.
I understand that it means that traffic queues might be longer, it'll cause more traffic, but I think the safety of the residents of Amsterdam should come first. And I think the city needs to do more to limit traffic coming into the city. It just makes yeah, a busy junction even more busy. And the driver in this particular accident says that he was distracted by the road closure, and he was bestemmungsverkeer, so he was destination traffic, so he needed to go into that road. And because he was trying to make a wider turn to get around the barrier, he didn't look in his mirror. And that was the fatal mistake. It's a truck that is used to evacuate sand from building sites. It's got wheels this high. It's so heavy that actually it has 2 steering wheels on the front, so 2 axles, 4 steering wheels in effect. I think banning things may not always be constructive, because there's a legitimate reason for them to come into the city, whether it's economical or whether they're delivering goods or visiting construction sites, etc. But I think it should be regulated, it should be limited to minimize the risk. So definitely in the rush hour and in the middle of, in the center of Amsterdam, getting them to come outside the rush hour or maybe overnight. So I do think it's probably something that needs to be looked at, some regulation around it.
We were talking to someone from the city, and he told us that the number of the accidents in the past 15 years has been decreased. And I said, we are not talking about numbers. We are talking about people, real people.
Both her and Zahra lost their lives at the scene of the accident. There was nothing that could be done for them, and it's just the disproportionality between such a heavy motorized vehicle and the most vulnerable of road users, being a cyclist, being caught in these situations, just I think means that there should be something done about it at a city level, to try and prevent situations that could lead to these accidents. Of course, there's always human error and mistakes, but I think there is something in the setup and the layout of the city and of junctions that can be done to minimize the risk.
Every corner of this place reminds me of, you know, the old times when I was here and she was here. You know, she used to go to her work and I stayed home and I made lunch, I made dinner, and when she was home, she used to say, "Hi Mom, I'm home," and I hear that voice very often, you know, and I used to look at the window when she was leaving me. She had her bike and she waved to me, and yeah, I remember that every day.